We are 20 minutes away from 8 o'clock, and the morning show continues. And in studio, we have with us a guest from Galen University. She's the Director of Marketing and Admissions, and she's Diana Parafit. Good morning, my dear.
Good morning, Ernesto, Tamar.
And
Good
of course,
morning,
you're
welcome.
here to encourage Belizeans to further their education and to do so at Galen University.
Absolutely, and if they're having second thoughts and they were thinking that, oh, it's too late for me to apply now, applications are still open at Galen.
And that's for this cohort
For
coming
this fall semester,
when
yes.
does
So we
that
start
start?
September 1st, but we have what's called a rolling admissions. So we do accept students right up to the start of school, and within that first 2 weeks, it is a drop-out period when students are switching classes.
You're
and
still in time. You
so
can still keep
you
up.
can still apply. So I know there are people who are like, I want to go back, but
Kinda
and they're
late
not
now.
sure. You can still, you have no excuse. School starts on the 1st of September, but you can still apply.
And if you have any questions or so on,
Yes, you can send an email to admissions@galen.edu.bz. That's the quickest way to get your questions answered.
okay.
And yes, and we have an admissions officer and our whole team who's there willing to assist.
What are the current strategies to get students enrolled?
Oh, yes. So we do a lot of marketing. We are a private institution. So like I like to say, we have to make the dance. So right now we're doing what's called a one-stop same-day admissions, which is the last of our campaign for the fall. And so we've done a lot of going to different districts and locations. So we go to the people.
Yeah.
So you can meet us, right? And we can assist you in your neck of the woods. So for the remainder of this month, which finishes this week, right?
Yeah.
We have a pop-up in PG at the Toledo Teachers Credit Union. So it's a one-stop admissions. You can bring your package, drop it off with us, and you can get, if everything is in order and you meet the requirements, you get admitted on the spot.
Now, I think it's easy enough, relatively speaking, to attract a student. Maybe they've gotten a bachelor's a year or so ago. Maybe they're in the workforce. But is there an effort to attract people who maybe they've been out of school for a really, really long time? Maybe they don't have a bachelor's degree. Is Galen open to accepting students?
Yes, absolutely. We often do a campaign that's called Come Finish What You Started. And so today I say to our viewing audience, come finish what you started. So if you've been out 5, 10, 15 years, it's never too late. We just had a applicant who has been out of school for 15 years or so. She wants to come back. So we encourage our Belizeans to come back and get your education. Life happens. Sometimes you stop, you have children, then you focus on getting them through school, then you realize time has passed and I have not gotten my education. It's never too late to come back.
Yeah.
And because we have,
And if I could do that.
because we're online, we find a lot of working people and adults, but more mature people are coming back to Galen for their degrees. And so we encourage everyone to don't stall any longer. If this is your dream to get your education, there is an opportunity. Galen is accessible to everybody.
Is it possible, if you have a full-time job, maybe children, a family, is it possible to come back and study and complete a degree?
Tamar, I've seen so many people do it. I take my hats off, particularly to the women who are able to do that. They're
Yeah.
juggling so much, and they come back and they pursue their degree.
And
And
they do
because
that
we're
too.
online, and it's all the online classes are in the evenings, and so oftentimes people are in class, they're
Yeah.
making tea, they're doing other things to make sure their family is still being addressed by them, but they're coming to school. Right? So, yes, so because of that online platform, it's really allowed a lot of people to keep their jobs, keep their families intact, and return to get their degree.
Okay.
Yes.
But besides tuition, what would I need otherwise? Like, I don't know, books, eraser,
Yeah, school supplies. You need school
ruler.
supplies. You need your ruler, your geometry set. So you need admissions into Galen, you need to fill out the application form, which you can download right off our website.
Okay.
2 passport size picture, a copy of your social security card, there's a $60 application fee, your transcript from the feeder institution you're coming from. So if you're coming from high school, you get your high school transcript.
Okay.
And your diploma. If you're coming from junior college, it's your high school diploma, your junior college diploma, your transcript from your junior college, right? And you submit it. and within 10 days, and right now because the start date is so near, within a day or two, you're going to hear back from our admissions office. We're accelerating the process for everybody because we want them to not lose too much days in the first, in the start of school.
One of the biggest deterrents, of course, is cost, financing, money, and things like that.
Money and time.
Right, money. It's a cost for credit, right?
It's cost per
If I
credit.
sign up for, I don't know, social
Work.
studies or social work, it's an amount of credits that I have to earn
Yes.
and pay for.
Yes.
So it's a cost for credit.
Cost per credit, yes. And our graduate programs, which are master's programs, and we have 5 of them, social work, master's in social work, and master's in development studies, which gets its first cohort this fall, a master's in economics, a master's in business administration. We have a certificate in secondary education leadership, which is the first year of your master's in secondary education leadership. Yes, but so those are priced differently from the undergraduate degrees, and it's all per credit hour. But Mr. Chavez, who is our finance officer,
Yeah.
And he's
Let's talk to
joining us
him.
on Zoom.
can tell us a bit more.
Good morning, Mr. Chavez. Welcome. All right.
Good morning.
All right.
I think we heard you, yeah?
Let me just make sure your mic is turned on so we can hear you clearly. All right. So you are the Chief Finance Officer at Galen. Ernesto, you posed the question.
Yeah, I posed a question about payment, costs, things like that. What would you advise anyone listening and wants to further education, thinking, you know, I wonder how much this will cost? What advice would you give them? How should they approach you, and what should they be prepared for?
First of all, we ask our students to fill the registration fee in the 300. That gets you your
You're breaking up.
your your Moodle platform.
We're having some technical issues here. I don't know if the internet or it's his equipment.
Yeah, we'll need our technician to look at that. But in the meantime, maybe you can answer.
But yeah, I can until yes. So what was the question?
Well, you know, I'm thinking about it to do it. My first question, if I call, will say, okay,
Yes.
I want to do this subject. It's 10 credits.
It's 10 credits.
It's, I don't know, $10 a credit or whatever, you know.
So yes.
So my total is going to be $1,000.
Yes. How do you come up with that
do I,
$1,000?
you know, I don't have it now.
Yes.
What options do I have?
Okay, so Galen has financial options, which is what Mr. Chavez was going to share. We offer installment payment plans, and we offer student loans at Galen. And if you have the funding that you're getting from somewhere else, you pay within the first 2 weeks of the semester, you get a 10% off your cost. So our undergraduate programs cost, most of them cost, the ones under the Faculty of Arts, Science and Technology and the ones under the Faculty of Business cost $320 per credit hour. So you're paying about $960 per class. If you're doing education, the education programs are $200 per credit hour. And in the master's programs, the economics, the master's in development studies, the business administration, those are $600 per credit hour.
Okay.
So you're I always say to people, when you jump sixth form, you're getting into the big leagues, you're investing
yeah,
in,
that's right.
I mean, education is an investment, but when you jump into the, more senior part of tertiary education, it becomes a little costly.
It does. It's an investment.
Yeah.
Now, what about people who they want to study, but they're not sure what course to take? I know a lot of Galen's courses are tailored to the Belizean marketplace. You know, you make sure to incorporate, Belizean studies into it. So, how do you go about choosing which one? Like, for example, we're in media, and we might want to study something related.
Yeah.
You're not sure.
Not too sure. Maybe I want to change careers. I don't know.
Yeah, all of our students have an academic advisor.
Okay.
You have a financial advisor and an academic advisor. The academic advisor can help you. And if you're uncertain, which happens to new students coming out of high school,
Right.
Some people who've been out for a while, you can come in undeclared. Do a semester or two and then based on that, you make up your mind. So that's an option for you. Or based on what you'll be doing, you can sit with your advisor and they can help you make up your mind. We have students who apply, I want to do international business. Then before school starts, no, I change my mind, I want to do criminal justice. You can, and you can do that. Yeah, I mean, you can do that, right? You can change your mind. Or I want major business administration with a concentration in marketing. No, I changed my mind. I want to do computer science, and that's all fine. You can do that because with our business administration degree, you can have a concentration in any of the business programs we offer, or in any of the programs offered in the Faculty of Arts, Science, and Technology. So it really allows you. You have to choose a concentration, and you can choose from any of those two programs. So it is really, as Dr. Katus, who's the dean of the faculty, would say, it's a super degree program because it allows you that option to choose a concentration.
Is Galen able to accommodate international students?
We are, and because we're online, we're seeing students who are living abroad or students who are caught up in all of this immigration stuff that's happening and who are coming to school, or students who've gone away for some particular personal reason but are already enrolled or want to enroll for the semester but won't come back before the semester starts. They can start because of the online modality that we offer. So it really, really is accessible. We have started marketing to our diaspora. So we're hoping that more of our Belizeans who are abroad, who are not necessarily able to get into a university abroad, can choose Galen because you can come, you can continue your education, come to Galen from wherever you are in the world.
I really like, I mentioned it before, that Galen tailors its studies to fit the Belizean market. But, you know, being in media, I see where there are gaps, you know, not just Galen, but a lot of tertiary institutions. I don't see things that are particularly media related, right? Like there isn't necessarily a degree in journalism.
No,
also, right now what's taking over is like social media marketing, you know. Are there plans to include some of these studies at Galen in the not too far future?
Well, hopefully, because we are a small private institution, we're agile. We can literally flex, as I like to call it, to meet the needs of our people. So if we realize, and you're absolutely right, we can offer professional development programs, but we can also add those to our offerings. Like we've recently added cybersecurity because we know that's a big deal in this time and age, and it's never going to go away. We are looking at ways where we can offer concentrations with criminal justice or minors. So yes, so social media marketing. So if you're doing marketing, you will get some of those, but they're not concentrations. You know, there's a lot more people wanting digital marketing as their concentration. So that's absolutely something that is being worked on by the dean of the faculty because it's asked for a lot, and so we should see that happening sooner than later.
I get the impression that you have more. We were talking about making up your mind what you want to study, but I suspect most of your students are already more mature, already have a direction in life, so they more or less know what they want to do, or depending on what they're doing now, just educate themselves in that career. But what about the high schoolers? Do you have any of those?
Yes, we are seeing more and more high schoolers come directly to Galen out of high school.
And these are usually the ones that I'm not sure I want to, especially with the new generation today.
They don't know they're not sure what they want to do. They think that because they took business or drafting or whatever you take in high school, that is what they have to do in tertiary. And it's a whole different ballgame. So we help them to understand, no, you can choose whatever, you can switch your major. It's literally now you're starting to decide what you want to do for your life, or for your career. And so, but like I was saying, we have about 64 secondary schools in the country, and we're seeing more, and we market to as many of them as will have us to come and present to them. And we've gotten students from about 30 out of those schools. So,
No, one of the biggest benefits of going to college is networking, fellowship, networking especially. With so much of the learning being online, the students still get a chance to interact and network and form groups and shared interests.
Yes, not as much as we want to, but we do offer the opportunity. We're finding a lot of, and this is kind of the challenge with online. 70% of our population is online. Working students. So we are finding students coming out of high school, coming out of junior college, want a job, so they want to work and come to school.
Right.
But we still have a face-to-face option. You can come to Galen face-to-face, and we're a very warm campus, a campus that really nurtures its students. We're learner-centered. And so, yes, you can come, you can join clubs. Today's orientation is a second orientation for the people who came in after a certain point this semester. But we also have Welcome Day, and we invite our entire student population, both returning and new, online or face-to-face, come to Welcome Day so that we can be one big community on campus for this particular day. And so it's happening next week, Wednesday, the 3rd of September. So we do activities. Our student affairs is very active. They do a lot on campus. There is a lot that they try to do online, so students can actually come into sessions online that are not just academic sessions, but fun sessions.
Because some of your sessions would be a combination of a professor addressing face-to-face, and you join it virtually. Is that how it works, or that's a
So
separate?
it's live online.
Yeah.
For the most part, if you join an online class, it's live online. You put on your cameras, you're seeing the instructor live online with you. That's
I
our
know,
classes.
but he's not only addressing online students.
Most of the time it's only online.
Online students,
Most of the time
okay.
it's online. Then there are options for classes face-to-face where they're in the classroom with you teaching.
But is there a hybrid? Because I know
some
some
occasions-
universities do that.
some
You join the
occasions-
class while the class is being held with the
With-
face-to-face students in the auditorium, and you become part of that.
We
session
offer
as
that
well.
more for forums and professional development
Okay.
options. But like for computer science, we find that would probably be an option for them more often.
Mr. Chavez is back online. Did he able to improve his connection with us?
Yes, good morning.
Good morning again.
Yes, good morning. Sorry for the
Right.
technical difficulties I was having.
There you are.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Before we go again, remind us how a student can approach your office and discuss financing and what are the options and so on.
Yes, sure. For the students coming in, we ask that they pay the registration fee, which that aligns you with your email, your platform you're going to use to register, giving you your student account, your student ID, an ID number, sorry. Yes. And then after that, you register for your courses. We don't ask that you pay the total upfront. We have options. So you can either sign up for an installment option or for an extended credit option, which is our loan at that 7% monthly interest rate. And we also have partnered with DFC, which we work hand in hand with them to help the students get all their information to them, and then they facilitate the loan to the student, and DFC pays us. So there are various options. I don't know if I need to elaborate on any, but I'm trying to do as fast as I can so that the students understand. The installment plan works on a semester-to-semester basis. So that's at the end of every semester, you should have finished paid your invoices fully.
Okay.
The loan is a different, it's an extended credit, so it's a monthly installment that you pay, but not to cover your full semester balance, but you get charged a monthly fee to your invoices, no?
Can
And
the-
then with DFC, DFC pays the full amount.
Can these loans extend
Student-
beyond your studies? Like after I graduate, I can still keep paying?
Yes, that's right. That's right. That's how the loan works for
Okay.
us here. So you don't get your academic documents, but we facilitate to whoever you need to get your academic documents to. So the student personally does not get their academic documents. They request from us to send their academic documents to whatever institution they're applying to.
Okay.
And then
Like
we
DFC, for
facilitate that
instance.
them.
A letter of
Yes.
completion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
But
right.
you do get something to present.
Yeah,
Yes,
you won't
yeah.
get
To see
your
that.
diploma.
Yeah, but you do get
and your transcripts. Yeah.
indicating that you have completed the course and you pass.
Right. Right.
What happens if you fail?
You know, not graduate.
You know, graduate, and you're still all right?
Yes, but you'll come back and redo the class.
Ernesto
Because
wants a
you want to
refund.
graduate.
Yeah. Okay, so just remind us what would be needed if I want to be accepted on this accelerated basis.
Yes. So you can come to one of our one-step admissions, but you can also just submit your application through email or drop it off at our main campus in Central Farm. You need an application form that's completed. On the form, it asks you for 3 recommendations. All you need is the name of the
Recommender.
recommenders. So you don't have to go get letters unless you're applying for graduate programs. That's different. But for the undergraduate, you need 2 passport size pictures. You can take them right in your house. You don't have to go pay nobody for
Got it.
pictures. Yes,
no,
right.
Nowadays, got a new room, right? All kind of thing.
So I've seen that our booths or one of our team members would stand the person right up by a flat area, take the picture, and we have your picture
No fuss,
ready.
no
Right?
muss.
Yes,
Just get it done.
Yes, so your transcript from your feeder institution, sealed or sent directly from the feeder institution to admissions@galen.edu.bz, a copy of your diploma from high school and or junior college, right? So yes, and that's your package. Send it to us with $60 application fee, and we will process you. Once you've gotten acceptance, you have to pay the $300 purchasing fee that Mr. Chavez mentioned, and that confirms that you've accepted your admissions to Galen, and then that allows the records office to audit your pathway to see if there are any courses transferring, to release your pathway so you can get
Right.
an invoice from the finance office.
Right.
And you can
And your exciting journey of learning begins.
Then the hard work.
or continues.
the work
It's
continues.
exciting though.
Yeah, but there's a definite end to it.
Of course.
And there's rewards to
You invested in yourself.
education. Yes.
Obviously.
So come soar with the Galen Eagles.
Thank you, Diana, for coming in again.
Thank
And
you.
where's Mr. Chavez?
Right
that-
here, right
What
here.
part of the
He's at
country are you
university
from?
or-
The office.
Yes, I'm on campus.
Okay.
Oh, you're on campus.
At the finance office.
Okay.
You can reach me there or through my number and email, finance@galen.edu.bz. And that's our email. And then I have a phone number, 614-6256, which you can reach me on.
And
Okay. I
all
might
of this
consider
is
a
available.
Discuss the
master's.
finances.
Sounds like a plan.
Yes, good.
Yeah.
Well, Diana, thank you so much. Once again, Diana Perifi, Director of Marketing and Admissions at Galen University. And of course to you, Mr. Luis Chavez, Chief Finance Officer at Galen. Thank you so much for making, this stop a part of your morning. We got to take a break, Belize. It's 3 minutes past 8 o'clock. Before we take a break, I want to send a special good morning greeting to Zaya, who is locked in. I know you're only 11, but I hope that you enjoyed this segment. I'm sure when you're shopping around for universities, you'll consider Galen. All right? Galen will still be around. Yes, of course.
Definitely. Yes, it's a pleasure, Tamar. Thank you. Ernesto, thank you. It's always a pleasure to be on Love.
I might go back to school.
I believe you. He's been saying this for a while. I
Yes.
think
Just-
one more session you need to come
just
back, and he'll be convinced.
All right.
I
So we'll
wanna
come with
be
the application
I
form
want
and
to teach you
everything.
spit. I only want
Of course. That's,
Yep.